very few cars have managed to build a following as loyal and enthusiastic as the Subaru Impreza. Whether it's racing on a circuit, getting groceries, or providing trouble-free transportation to the slopes, the plucky little Impreza is a car that is as flexible as it is fun to drive. Now entering its 25th year in production, for 2017, Subaru is starting over. The chassis, electronics, most of the engine and transmission, heck, even the door pulls, which have been identical in every Subaru Impreza built for the past 17 years, are all new. Why are they starting over? To simply make the car better. Much like Mazda did with their Skyactiv program a few years ago, Subaru has applied all they know about performance, comfort, and safety and applied those lessons to a clean sheet design that'll be the basis of all new Subaru models through at least the year 2025. This car is the first Subaru built on the new chassis, so to say it's a big deal is a massive understatement. Future Outbacks, future Legacies, you name it, it's going to be built on this. Even future electric vehicles, which have yet to be announced, will be based on this architecture. That means they have a lot riding, not on just this car, but on this entire thing.
There are two areas to improve by using a new platform. One is a safety performance. The other one is a dynamic performance. Handling and also ride comfort.
With that in mind, let's dig in and see just how much has changed. The exact model we're going to be looking at today is the Impreza 2.0i Sport. This is a new entry into the lineup that puts it just below the Limited in terms of overall features. It's also been upgraded with EyeSight, a moonroof, and an upgraded Harman Kardon sound system, for a total price of $26,560, including destination. Though we're testing a sedan, 5-door hatchback configurations are also available. Let's begin with the dimensions. This new Impreza is 1.5 inches bigger in length and width. Even doing that, this Subaru is still on the small side for the compact class, which is kind of funny. Yes, it's bigger, but it's still not very big. But somehow they've managed to fit even more room on the interior. That extra space pays dividends both in the rear trunk cargo room, as well as providing extra space for second-row passengers. Finally, even full-size adults can sit back in comfort. Up front is a cabin you won't even recognize as a Subaru, simply because it has everything a driver would want and tons of space. Even the infotainment system is modern and useful. I can't make fun of Subaru entertainment systems anymore. I'm gonna have to find something else to complain about. The Impreza Sport we're looking at for this review has been upgraded to an 8-inch screen. But regardless of which model you get, even if it's the base trim, everyone gets a screen with a backup camera in addition to Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Standard. Above the main screen is a secondary display that shows the status of the all-wheel drive system, weather reports, and music, in addition to providing status of the optional EyeSight safety system. Now on its third generation, EyeSight uses stereo cameras, located here, to enable auto braking to avoid collisions. It also brings lane detection, sway alerts, and adaptive cruise control to the table. When EyeSight is paired with additional sensors, the Impreza gets full 360-degree active safety, with blind spot identification as well as backup collision mitigation. Yes, it'll actually auto brake in reverse, which is actually a really cool feature. How many times have you backed up and not seen like a bollard or something behind you, and bam, there goes your trunk lid. Now let's take a look under the hood. Keep in mind, this isn't a WRX. That will be coming later. The engine is called the FB20. It makes a modest 152 horses and 145 pound-feet of torque. It's connected to either a 6-speed manual or, as we have it here, a constantly variable transmission. Of course, symmetrical all-wheel drive is still standard on all Impreza models. Because this is a Sport Edition, it also has enhanced active torque vectoring, which brakes the inner wheel while turning to provide better handling. Economy is impressive. EPA rates this setup at 27 miles to the gallon city and 36 on the highway. Okay, let's test 0 to 60. I'm gonna stop completely and go. 1, 2, 30, 40, and 50, and 60. Well, that's not particularly quick now, is it? However, you got to keep in mind this car gets mid-30s on the freeway in MPG, which is fantastic. On the road, there are a number of features that driving enthusiasts will surely appreciate. First, there's the steering. The old car required quite a lot of wheel input to maneuver. The new Impreza features the same ratio as the sporty BRZ, 13 to 1, making it much more enjoyable to drive. Equipped with paddle shifters, even CVT owners can row through 7 simulated gears. Do not fear, a manual transmission is still available. They just won't be hitting the States until early 2017. But yes, you can get an Impreza with a manual still. How cool is that? Owning a car isn't just about driving dynamics. If it were, we'd all be driving Porsches. Buyers will be commuting, road tripping, and doing who knows what else in this car. And that leads me to the biggest surprise of all about this new Impreza. It's so much quieter in here now. And the problem with that is it now means that I can now hear the tires, I can now hear the whine of the CVT chain, and I can now hear noise from the wind on the outside. But the interior cabin itself is really, really quiet, which is a huge improvement over the old model. As for the looks, this is easily the best looking Impreza ever. I mean, just look at the wing on the back of this sport model. I really like that. Gauge cluster looks really hot too. I love those, the red on the black with the little carbon fiber accents. Yeah, it's not real carbon fiber here or in the gauge cluster, but that's okay. It looks good. So the new 2017 Subaru Impreza, they've really taken a good car and made it absolutely fantastic. I cannot wait for the WRX and STI versions. Subaru just keeps getting better. It's really amazing. I mean, I have so little I can complain about this car. Like nothing, you know? It looks good, it drives fantastic, it has good economy, the entertainment is top class, the active safety, best in class, the economy, right in the class. Why would somebody not buy this car? I do not know. And that's our first look at the all-new 2017 Subaru Impreza. For Driving Sports TV, I'm Ryan Douthit. Thanks for watching.